You need to be humbled every once in a while. Nope, I didn't vote for Trump.
How you feeling?
Uh, I'm black in America. I feel good. I mean, it feels good. Feels decent.
How did it happen? That, I mean, did you end up having to have surgery? Because you played the week after the injury, right? And then,
Oh, just I end up getting hit in my knee, and things happen in the NFL. Just had to bounce back and try to get back, and just you know, I I like the Matthews family, but me and Jake, we don't get along right now. So hopefully see him again soon.
was there sort of a decision to be made though on whether to have surgery? I mean, whether you could have played through it, or how did that?
No, he can't play through it.
How was that game in Arizona then, dealing with it and how trying to get through it and handling it with the way you were at that point?
I grew up in Texas, so I played football on concrete and all kinds of stuff like that. So grew up playing with. You have to learn how to play with pain in the NFL, and it's something you just learn how to do. Either you can do it or you can't do it. And in that game, we just did it. It was a tough game, but you just played through it, and I just ended up having to get it fixed.
Is it still something where you have to play through the pain of the knee injury, or does it feel better with the rest of the surgery?
Surgery never feels good when somebody's taking a knife and slicing your body. But I think overall, it'll be better in the long run.
How do you think Frank has played, taken on that bigger role since he's been in?
I think Frank's played good. I think Cliff is him and Frank is playing really good, and Cliff is playing at a defensive MVP level. And both guys have done really well. I think defense has done really well. Everybody's playing pretty good, and we just got to keep playing good.
I think at the time of your surgery, there was a national report that the team was making strides toward an extension. Was that true? You know anything about that?
I don't know. It's all propaganda. You never know.
Well, your agent tweeted last night that he's talking, I assume, to the Seahawks.
I don't know. Propaganda, man. I don't know. I was sleeping last night.
Do you fully expect to play this week?
I don't know yet. Propaganda.
Well, you're the source of truth.
Not really. Half of the time.
You may have already commented on this, but do you think that there needs to be a rule change on the type of hit that you experienced?
I definitely think you should never, go below the belt in some cases. But in this case, you shouldn't go below the belt or hit anybody in the knee, especially with their head. I think chop block should definitely be, not a part of the game. It's one of those dangerous plays, you can easily get hurt. I think the knee should be just as protected as, not as protected as Cam Newton because he's not really protected, but like a Drew Brees or a Tom Brady, your knee should be protected like that.
You've had a career of playing every game, almost every season. Just what's it like to have to sit out 4 or 5 weeks and not be able to play?
It's just real life. Like you have to take kids to school and clean up the kitchen. You just have to sucks to have not been able to play and watch everybody on TV. So you just get a realization and a reality check of what's going on and what's important and what's not important.
What did you do when the games were on television?
I recorded it and watched. Sometimes I watched it and watched it later, or painted my daughter's nails or some stuff like that. You have to do daddy stuff when you're at home.
What's your watching it with Earl Thomas?
No, I didn't watch it with Earl. I didn't watch it with Earl this weekend. I watched it with Quentin Jefferson a couple games.
You made the comment about Cam Newton sort of before the season. Just you mentioned him as one of the guys, and it sounded like you called him afterward to sort of clarify that. Do you have a good relationship with him these days?
I talk to him. But not really. You don't really have time to talk to other players in the season unless it's defensive players, and you kind of talk about what the other teams are doing, and what you see, and if they did something good, what worked. So most of the time, you talk to the defensive players in the NFL.
I think you mentioned this earlier. What do you make of the conversation about his complaints about not feeling protected like other quarterbacks are?
I don't think he's very protected, but if you look at the guys that have been playing the game for a long time, the Tom Brady's and stuff like that. I think now that he's made it openly. He's been open about it. I think they're trying to protect him more, but obviously a guy that wins the MVP usually gets protected more, but obviously the way that he plays the game is different from those guys too. So it's kind of you're kind of in the middle on that one.
Do you have any comment on the result of the election?
Propaganda.
Anything else? Thank you.